Welcome to Advanced Vedic Mathematics course. Lesson 62. During this lesson, we shall be visiting comprehensive view of Purushottam Yoga. Chapter 15, Gita, is a scripture of 20 shlokas, and its comprehensive view as Pushpika colophon is of 49 letters, and value 49 is the first triple-digit number of 7-place value system. 48 is equal to the dimensional frame of 6-space, and as such, the Purushottam Yoga takes us ahead of the 6-space dimensional frame. That would mean a reach up till the origin, and it is this origin of 6-space, that is the 7th space. The comprehensive view as such would mean to have a view of the transcendental phenomenon happening at orb of the sun, orb of 6-space. 6-space is a creative order space, so it has 4 phases: first, second, third, and fourth. The first phase is of shlokas 1 to 6, then 7 to 11, ahead 12 to 15, and finally 16 to 20. These 6, 5, 4, and then again starting with 5. Here, first phase is phase 1, as of 1 to 6 shlokas, is the phase of reach of the transcendental content within creator's space. There is happening an explosion at the origin, and as a result thereof, there happening a creative cavity. Now, ahead we will be having a reach at the 5 space itself as a split of a pair of 5 space domains, that is 6 space as an origin, transcending out and happening a format of value 16, which is the TC value of a G being. So the second phase is the role of a being with a human body and its transcendence with karma therefrom, and the next life cycles. The G value 16, 2 raised to power 4, that is, it is a reach at the dimensional frame now. This step ahead with the explosion of the dimensional frame will amount to emergence of the fifth spatial dimension, and so the third phase is the phase of the solid order 5 space, that is the Tej, and the fourth phase is the phase of a Purusha, TC value 24, that is the dimensional frame of 6 space itself, and then being of Khyar, Akshar, and Uttam Purushas. Let us now have a revisit, and the revisit will take us to that the phase 1 we had seen as the phase of the entry of the content within 4 space. There happening a explosion at the transcendental origin, and as a result of this explosion there happens a transcendental cavity, and it is within the transcendental cavity that the transcendence happens to of a reach of the fifth dimensions. The explosion as it is takes us from 4 space as a domain to dimensional frame of a 4 space, and this frame 2 raised to power 4 is in a way 6 space transcending out from the 5 space domain. Next phase is that this 4 space domain with its explosion and the 5 space itself as well having a reach at the creative dimension of a 6 space. It is this phase of solid dimensional order, and ahead there is a phase of creative dimensional order. Here is Purusha, here is Tej, glow, here is a Jeev, and here is Ashvatha. Let us now have a comprehensive view. Phase 1 as Ashvatha 21, phase 2 as Jeev 16, phase 3 as Tej 15, phase 4 as Purusha 24. So here we are having inflow in the creator's space from Purv Eastern cosmic window, and value 21 is going to be h3 and small h3, that is 4 space as origin of a 3 space. Here there is a split for the 5 space domain with 6 space as its origin is transcending out, and it is this simultaneously also amounts to the 4 space domain transiting and transforming into its dimensional order. A step ahead, the creative dimension of 4 space is transiting and transforming into a solid dimensional order, and the 4 space dimensional frame also transiting and transforming. Ahead, there is a 6 space itself having a reach at its creative dimensional order. So, in a way, the comprehensive view will take us that we have to see the 4 space with an entry of the from Purv as of Ashvatha, as of organization H3 and small h3, with 4 space as origin of a 3 space. It is this happening which further takes us to a 2 raised to power 4 transition into 2 raised to power 5. Then sequentially we reach at 5 space as of a solid order. So from spatial order we are reaching at solid order, and ahead we are reaching at the creative order. So this is the way along the dimensional orders we have sequential phases. Now see, in the 4th phase we are having 6 space, which is enveloped within a transcendental boundary. A raised to power 5 is a raised to power 6 is to 12 b raised to power 5. Now this number 12 is Khyar, so we are at Khyar Purush. Then 6 space is having 13 geometries, and Akshar is of TC value 30, and we reach at Akshar Purush. Ahead we know hypercube 6, it is 22, and it is Uttam, so we are at Uttam Purush. And once we are at Uttam Purush, then we know 6 space itself is of 3 space as a dimension and 6 space as an origin, and 6 space will take ahead to a 9 space. Now Brahm, for 3 space, which at the first phase was having 4 space as an origin, so 4 space as origin of a 3 space is of 21 value h3 and small h3. It is Kritya. One is fully thankful and highly obliged for all this. The comprehensive view of Purushottam Yoga is that the manifestation as Q Tirloki, this word is having 4 space as its origin. 4 space is having 5 space as its origin. 5 space is having 6 space as its origin, and 6 space is having 7 space as its origin. These are the 4 phases, and these 4 phases are having a sequential progression with 3 space, 4 space as origin, and it is Tirloki. Add or 4 space, 5 space as origin, 5 space, 6 space as origin, and 6 space with 7 space as origin. These 3 together are Trimurti. This Trimurti triple phases and Tirloki. So Tirloki and Trimurti together is the comprehensive view, and it takes ahead to Saptarishi, that is to a pole star, a 7 space Dhruv, and different roles of 7 space are 1 to 7 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then if we see this 7 cross 7 grid, then we see the diagonal will be having 7 steps of value 7 itself, 7 spaces dimension, 7 spaces boundary, 7 spaces domain, 7 spaces origin, 7 spaces base. It is going to be the format, and here is the unity state. It is this unity state which 7 plus 7 is 14, a log, and 7 into 7 is 49, which means we are reaching from 20 to 29, and this phenomenon is the phenomenon of having a synthesis of format. This takes us to 20 and 31. It is this reach by this phenomenon which completes and takes us to the Dham, the word existence domain of the God. This is value of 19, which is the TC value of Madhya. So we begin with Adi, then H3, Ant is 14, H4, and then in between is 19. To have this view that if we have a pair of points in a space, then it is not that they will be connected only as a straight line, but they can be also connected by a curve. So value 10 L and 14 will bring 19 here on this curve. So this placement 19 takes it at a middle. One shall see that 10 plus 19 plus 14 is equal to 43, which is Brahmand, the universe. Therefore, the Brahmand, which is a reach